everybody, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean. We're gonna hang out on our mats today for a somewhat Pilates inspired HIIT circuit. It's gonna be awesome. We have two different circuits that we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with a little tricep shoulder work. It's about 5 minutes. Then we've got a delightful 8-minute glute bridge heavy circuit. Don't be scared, because if you need to take an extra break, you take an extra break. We're gonna do that glute circuit 2 times, and then we'll come back to our arms. Yay! You don't really need anything besides your space today. I would also recommend some really light weights, 3 pounds or less. I'm honestly gonna use 1 pound. If you don't have any weights, this is a great opportunity to repurpose whatever it is that you do have around your home. If you've got some cans, so we're gonna be lying on our bellies doing some tricep presses. You know what, maybe I will try my 3-pound weights. I'm gonna have both nearby. However, you can do today's workout without any weights, especially the glute bridge portion. There's really no weights coming in there. All right, make sure you get some water for yourself. I'm gonna go get a giant glass of water. We start in 2 minutes. Don't be tardy for the party. Don't be tardy for the party. Two minutes before we get started. Solid time to just think about what you're grateful for. What are you grateful for today? I'm really grateful that I actually got up away from my desk this morning and took Jen's Rise and Shine yoga class. I'm so thankful that it was an opportunity, that it was something I could do from home, and to just get some delightful guidance from someone else. Oh, what a beautiful thing. The opportunity to kind of take your brain out and just exercise. Okay, 1 minute till we start a nice little warm-up. Don't be tardy for the party. Beautiful. All the timers. So good. So good. Okay. Great news. It's 12:15. Let's do this. I want you. Cool. So, since today's class is going to be down here on the floor, we're just going to get started down here on the floor. Make sure that you have your water nearby. Make sure that if you want to challenge those triceps a little bit more, that you have a very lightweight, 3 pounds or less. I got my 3 pound, I got my 1 pound. If you don't have any weights, you still have some time to go and grab some cans, some water bottles from your kitchen, just to bring a little extra challenge. And if you don't feel like getting up, that's fine, because we're gonna feel the burn no matter what. All right, so right down here from the floor, let's go ahead and start to just warm up those shoulders. Give yourself a couple shoulder circles. Start to change your breath. Welcome to your workout today. Working to just slow that breath down, coming into focus, telling yourself, change direction of those shoulder circles, that whatever it is that we're gonna do today, you're here to do your 100% best. And whatever you bring to your mat is always enough. Beautiful. Let's go for some big overhead reaches. So inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. 3 more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's go ahead, inhale up one more time. We're gonna go ahead from here and drop that right arm down. Find a little bit of a side stretch, reaching over as much as feels good for you. Inhale back up to center. Bring that right arm with it. Left arm comes down. Big old side stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale other side. Inhale to center. If you're moving a little slower, a little bit faster than me, that's totally okay. Just going at your own pace. We're gonna do one more on each side to make sure you finish on the opposite side that you started. Nice work, awesome. Relax those arms down by your side. Find a little bit of length here. Let's just stretch out the neck a bit, so tuck your chin down to your chest. Take a deep inhale on your exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, chin back down to chest. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Just moving at your own pace with your own breath. A couple more times to each side. Nice work. Chin comes to chest. Take a deep inhale and lift your head back up. Let's bring those hands to those shoulders. Just going to warm up that back a little bit as well. So bring those elbows together. Stretch them towards the front of the room or top of your mat. And bring your belly button back towards that spine. Find a big rounding of the back, similar to cat. Then inhale, stretch up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together and send them down towards the floor. Keep going at your own pace. Just working to warm up that body, finding as much of a range of motion as feels good for you today. Really enjoying your breath. The next time you come up towards the top, take a moment, hold it there, and let's change directions. So inhaling forward and down, exhaling back and up. Really do your best to rotate those shoulders, get your elbows to move as much as you can. Last 2 times around. Beautiful work. Go ahead, come into tabletop for just a moment. We'll warm up here in tabletop real fast like, so just getting your hands palms underneath of your shoulders. Once again, come into cat-cow. Find any extra little stretches that you feel like your body needs. I'm gonna take a moment and tuck my shirt into my pants like a real winner. Yay. Never tucked my shirt in so much in my life as I have from work from home. Cool. All right, we're gonna make our way down to the floor already because we're gonna warm up within our exercise. All right, so arms, let me just bring the workout over here so that I don't forget what we're doing. It's been one of them days. Did I already bring the workout over here? Because I don't see it anywhere. Jessica, here it is. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, here we are down on the floor. We've got 3 different moves that we're going to do. We're not going to take a break between them, so one into the other 3 times around. Let me show you what they are really fast. So you can have your head down towards the floor. You can even have your mouth down on the floor. You can separate your feet and press the tops of the feet down to get a little bit of engagement of your posterior chain. And we're going to just be pulsing the weights up. Then we're going to be squeezing our hands or the weights, if you're gonna hold on to weights, palms facing up, in. And then we're gonna do a combo of up and in. You know what? I'm gonna use these 1 pound weights. All right, you guys, 15 seconds for each move. Go ahead, set yourself up, get those legs out behind you 3 times through. Take a couple deep breaths. Get ready to burn those triceps. We start in 3, 2, 1. So just pulse it up. So keeping those palms facing up towards the ceiling, a little squeezing of those shoulder blades together, pressing my pubic mound down to the floor. My kneecaps are lifted because my legs are engaged. Now we're going to switch to squeezing it in. Use that breath for 3, 2, 1. Now both. So pump it up, squeeze it in. Pump it up, squeeze it in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a second, relax it down. Take a deep inhale. We start again in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So pulse, pulse. Use that exhale to find that lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze it in. A little movement, not bringing those arms super far out to the side, just bringing those thumbs a little closer to the center line. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pulse and squeeze. Down and up, in and out. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick, teeny little break, just 10 seconds. We're going to do that same thing one more time through. We start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So press those feet down and pulse those arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it in. You're doing great. Who feels the burn? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now our combo up and in. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work. All right, get rid of those weights. We got our other upper body focus move. 3 times through again. We're going to go for 15 seconds worth of a tricep push-up. You can do it on your knees or on your toes. You can even be here in more modified tabletop if you need to be. It's going to be a little bit easier though if you have a slight check mark on your body, because next up we're going to come into our rotating plank. So either on your knees or on your toes, just rotating from one side to the other. If finding this rotation is too much for you, you can always hang out right here and just switch the weight from one hand to the other, tapping your shoulders. Our last 15 seconds are going to be an elevator plank. If you need to drop to your knees for your elevator plank, that's absolutely fine. Think about switching which arm you lead with. All right, starting with that tricep push-up. 3, 2, here we go. So elbows are close to your body, pointing towards those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into your rotating plank. Can you come onto your toes? Keep that stomach sucked in, core engaged. Remember, if this rotation is a little too much for you, you can always just tap your opposite shoulder. Get ready for that elevator plank. And begin. Here we go. Forearms down and then pressing up to palms. Switch which way you go down this time. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a quick little break. 10 seconds to yourself. 3, 2, 1, tricep push-up. So make sure you're leading with that chest coming down first, not belly coming down towards the floor. Even if your push-up isn't super deep, remember you can always come onto your knees. 3, 2, 1, rotating plank. Great work, everyone. We've got that elevator plank and then one more round through. Then we're going to give that upper body a little break. We'll come back to this at the end of our workout. 3, 2, plank it out. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. 10 seconds to yourself. Shake it out. One more time through, starting with those tricep push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Remember, totally cool to be here on your knees, really focusing on bringing those shoulders forward to your fingertips to make sure that you're working that upper body in your push-up and just not letting that belly collapse to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Start with your rotating planks or just tapping that opposite shoulder. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elevator planks. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Awesome. Send your hips back to your heels. Stretch those hands forward. Take a big stretch in that upper body. One more deep inhale. On your exhale, pull yourself forward. Coming into a little cobra. Nice little stretch of that lower back as well. Awesome. And change. Grab yourself water. Water break. All right, next up we've got our 8-minute circuit. We're going to start off simply in our circuit with some glute bridges. If you find that the move that we progress to is a little bit too much for you, just hang back at whichever glute bridge you were doing. That did work. Each of our moves is going to be similar to each other and slowly build. But I'm being really nice today, and we're mostly keeping both feet on the floor. Well, that's already a lie. That's already a lie. Okay, let's come on down to our mats and get ready for our glute bridge. I'm just gonna bring this here timer over with me. I'm gonna bring this here timer over with me. We're gonna work in 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And to begin, we're just gonna go for a regular glute bridge up and down. And then our move after that is going to be a single leg pull. So make sure you don't grab on behind the knee. You can either pull at the thigh or pull on the calf. See if you can get those shoulders off the floor. And how close can you get your opposite leg to hover on the floor? All right, so starting off with our glute bridges in 3. Open your feet, plant them. 1, here we go. Up and down. That's it. This is going to be the only set of glute bridges where we're doing a lot of up and down. At the end, if we have the option for a single leg glute bridge lift. But besides this set, we're going to keep our hips in the air the whole time. You can have your arms down by your side in your mat to help you really press your heels, the balls of your feet into the floor, lift and lower with control. If you haven't been doing a lot of glute bridges, really normal for you to feel some shaking or trembling. If you find that you're trembling too much, simply lower yourself down for a moment. Maybe even draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a break and take that break. All right, so we're all taking a break. Next up is our single leg pull. Yay, 3, 2, 1, begin that pull. So keeping shoulders off of the floor, bringing that opposite heel down as low as you can. And maybe you're just doing a little bit of a switch right here. Maybe it's hard for you to keep your head off of the floor. Your abs aren't just as strong as you would like them to be. And if you need to, you can have your head down on the floor. Make sure you have about a grapefruit's distance of chin away from the chest. And you're getting those legs as straight as you can today. Use that beautiful double exhale. For 3, 2, you made it. All right, on our next glute bridge, we're gonna be in a glute bridge, and if it works for you today, we're just gonna kick one leg out for a nice straight leg extension, and then bring it back down to the floor. Yay! Begin. So hips up, keep them up there, extend one leg, bring it back down, extend the other leg. Try not to rock too much from side to side. So having your arms down on the floor beside you, getting those shoulders nice and flush with the mat, it's going to help you find that stability. However, if this move is too challenging for you, remember you can always go back to just our up and down glute bridge. You are more than 2/3 of the way there. After this, we're going to do a knee pull with a hollow hold. Don't worry, I'll show you. All right, so knee pull with hollow hold. One leg is going to stay out, knee pull, both legs extend, one knee comes in, both legs extend. Bring those heels as close to the floor as you can and start. If you're feeling a little bit weak, you might need to have your legs closer up towards the ceiling. One leg comes in, both legs extend out, one knee comes in, both legs extend out. The closer that you have your heels to the floor, make sure that lower back is still flush with your mat. You might find that as these 45 seconds go on, you need to point that toe a little bit more towards the ceiling. Whew, starting to sweat. 10 seconds left. Keep drawing that belly in nice and tight, keeping that core as engaged as you can. And take a break. Awesome. From here, we're going to be in our glute bridge. We have that extension, leg lift, back down, and bend. 3, 2, begin. So glute bridge, kick out and extend, straighten that leg, back in a straight line, and down. Lift to the ceiling, diagonal to the floor. And go at whatever pace works for you. So if you need to hang out a little bit longer between each move just to mentally prepare yourself, that's okay. You're doing the best you can with your body today, and my body is not your body, and your body is not my body. So if you're going a little bit faster, word. And if you're going a little bit slower, word. As long as you keep going, keep pushing yourself. Yay! Next up, we're going to go for a double knee pull. So both knees come in. Inhale, arms up overhead. Everything extends out. Bring those arms around and bring those knees back in. If this is too much for you, begin. You can always extend one leg out, bring it back in, extend the other leg out, bring it back in. If you can, circle those arms all the way around to the side, making a big arch like a snow angel. Go for it. I'm a little limited in space. Once again, just like the last move, if you need to kick a little bit more up towards the ceiling instead of heels close towards the floor, that's okay. The closer you can get your heels to the floor with your lower back staying glued down, the more your abs are working. And the stronger you are. 3, 2, 1. All right, this one's our money round, the hardest moves that we have. So we're gonna be in our glute bridge. Kick out, leg lift, single leg glute bridge, bring it back down and in. 3, 2, begin. So glute bridge, kick out, leg lift, lower down, lift up, diagonal to the floor. Kick, lift, lower, lift, diagonal, and down. Great work. Only one more ab move after this. Oops, I forgot to lower. And then we'll take a nice little break and we'll do this again. Yay! We're gonna do this one 2 times in a row. And then we'll come back to those arm moves that we started with. Ooh, are you still getting those hips up nice and high? Keep grounding those feet to the floor. Do the best you can. Yay! We made it. Take a break. All right, next up we have some bicycle crunches. So getting those elbows involved as well, and then kicking one leg out and then the other. I want you to move nice and slow with this one and begin. Can you even take that 2-second hold, just like we did for our scissors kicks? Work to get your elbow to the outside of your knee if you can. Really bring your elbow to your knee, not just your knee to your elbow. Having your hands just resting by your head instead of touching it is also going to bring a little bit more challenge to those abs. Good work. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, you made it. Draw those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little release of your back. Make a couple circles with those knees in one direction. Make some circles with those knees in the opposite direction. Awesome. Take your time. Sit yourself up. Get some water. And then we're going to lay back down. We'll take 2 minutes. You're worth it. 2 minutes. 2 official minutes. Just started. So think about giving yourself some stretches while you're down here. Just working to relax your breath. I know your heart rate's probably up a bit. We're just going for a little bit more of a Pilates inspired class today. So it's okay if you're just kind of chilling here on the floor. Just notice anywhere that you might feel a little tight. Any stretches that you might want to bring to yourself in these next 2 minutes so that you can feel as flexible as you want to be. If you found that it was really hard to do those scissors and bring your knee towards your nose, you probably have some really tight hamstrings. So doing some nice little forward folds, it's going to help to stretch out that area. Great. 1 more minute to yourself. Maybe if you're participating in the gratitude challenge, you're grateful for making it down to your mat today. If you're not sure what to do, think about just sharing some kind words with someone else. Is there someone you can check in with? Either by text, email, social media. Maybe you see a picture of someone doing something that seems awesome, and instead of just passing by, you take a second to say, hey, that looks really cool, or way to go. Think about how great you feel when someone takes the time to recognize you. Yay, you know what that means. It's time for round 2. All right, so lay yourself back down. Take a couple moments in your breath here. Think about before we even get started, I know we're about to lift our hips up, but find that contact with your lower back on the mat, and notice if you have to gently tilt your hips up to get that back flush with the mat, and how doing that probably you engage your core a little bit more. And I really want you to keep this core engaged the whole time. I know it might get tired. Really just focus on coming back to the super strong core first, glute work and everything else second. Form over depth. All right, so starting off with those glute bridges, just up and down. We start in 3, 2, 1, begin. So remember, you can ground your arms, your shoulders into the mat. Keep that belly pulled in nice and tight. Really squeeze at the top. Try not to roll out or in on those feet, and just notice if that's something maybe you were doing today. Oh my gosh, we could do this banded. Oh, if you have a band around, I'm going to recommend that you grab it when we have this 15-second break. Just bring a little extra challenge to those legs. This is our last round through. I say that in minute 1. I'm adorable. All right, 3, 2, 1. Great, you got 15 seconds. If you know you have a band nearby, thank you, exercise drawer. Go ahead, put that around your thighs. Next up, we've got those single leg scissors. Single leg scissor pulls. Begin. Just adding a little resistance, adding a little extra challenge when and where we can. So if you don't have these bands, if you didn't have those light weights from before, if you didn't have cans, that's totally okay. You know we worked plenty hard in round 1 without having this extra little bit of resistance around those legs. Keep that lower back melted into your mat. And work with control. We're not just dropping those legs. We are intentionally making these movements. 3, 2, 1. Yay. All right, coming back into those glute bridges. This time we're going to press up into those glute bridge and then just extend one leg. Nice straight line. Begin. Press yourself up. You can either hang out right here, maybe you're sticking with move number 1 in round 2, or you're adding in that kick. Try not to let the hips move too much from side to side. So you're not rotating all the way onto your right leg while you kick out the left. Hips are still up towards the ceiling. Can you even squeeze those glutes and lift those up a little bit more as well? Moving with control. Slow and steady today. Ooh, and if you need a really great stretch afterwards, take a break. Yesterday's yin class was very lower body focused. This morning Jen's class was super lower body focused. All right, so next up we have the knee pull with hollow hold. So both legs are out straight, one knee comes in, opposite leg extends out, one knee comes in. Make sure that lower back is still on the mat. Might need to bring those toes a little higher towards the ceiling. You might even need to bring your head down towards the floor, and then you might have those legs straight up towards the ceiling. I really just want you to be mindful of what your body can do. If you just keep practicing, you will get stronger. But I don't want you to hurt yourself. I want you to be able to come back tomorrow. So challenge yourself the best that you can today. Yay! Oh my gosh. All right, back to those glute bridges. This time we're going to kick a leg out and then send it straight up towards the ceiling, just alternating each time. Catch that breath and begin. So glute bridge, kick out, leg up. I tell you what, this band is definitely making these scissor moves so much more challenging. Especially to not just use momentum to kick your leg up or allow the weight of your foot to drop it back down. You're moving with control, and once those feet come back in contact with the floor, you're lifting those hips and squeezing and engaging your glutes again. Yay! Next up we have those double knee pulls. I'm gonna make some more space for myself so I can get those arms to come around a bit more. Okay. Begin. So everything comes in, arms come up overhead, legs extend out, arms go around, bring it back in. So there's a little crunch at the center. Remember, if you need to take a little bit of a break, you can always do a single leg. You're amazing. You're 2/3 of the way there. Just got 2 minutes of work left to go after this. We've got a nice long break. Beautiful. Okay, coming back into our glute bridges, this time adding that single leg lower and lift. So lift it up, kick it out to the ceiling, down, up, diagonal, and down. When I was working on this one this morning, oh my gosh, it was like walking, talking, chewing gum, patting your head at the same time. I found myself a little confuddled. So if you're like, I can't remember to do all of those things at once, that's okay. Hopefully round 2 was a little bit easier than round 1 for you. Just to remember what the moves are. Remember, as long as you're doing some sort of a glute bridge, you're working. We're all working the same things right now, just to the best of our ability. Yay! Take that break. One more move, it's that bicycle crunch. Begin. Make sure that lower back is still engaged with the floor. Sending those heels out as close to the mat as you can for today. Remember, having your hands touch your head can be a little bit easier. So just having your hands by your head is going to make you engage that back, that chest, that upper body a little bit more. You've got 5 seconds left, 5 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. Once again, draw those knees in towards your chest. Stretch your elbows down towards your hips. Press your sacrum, your tip of your spine down at the mat. Stretch through the crown of your head to the wall behind you, and then release just a little bit. Feel free to rock gently side to side. Maybe make some circles with those knees. Great. Let's take 2 minutes, starting right now, for you to grab some water, to just take any extra stretches that you need, to breathe it out, and we're gonna get back on our bellies. We're gonna finish 5 minutes of that tricep, upper body, shoulder work. And then we're gonna stretch and be done. So fast. Take this time to just slow your breath down. Start to bring that heart rate back down to normal. Maybe you've already forgotten how much the moves from round 1 burn. Good, I'm glad that you did. But if you didn't forget, slow down your exhale more than your inhale. Mentally prepare yourself, because you're gonna do your best and it's enough, and then we're gonna be done. And if this is something that was really hard for you, try this workout again. Not tomorrow. Give yourself a couple days. 1 more minute to yourself to just get those stretches. Oh. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. grab another sip of water. Let's start to get into the setup for our last round. I'm going to actually set the timer, so we don't even need to think. We're going to go for 18 seconds of work. 18 seconds of work, and that's going to give us a little bit of time to transition between each move. We're not going to take any breaks though. So no 10-second break between all 3 rounds of each move. All right, you ready? Lay down. Grab your weights. Those tricep press-ups start. Challenge myself here. 3, 2, press the tops of the feet down to the floor, engage your glutes. 1. All right, so just up and down. Not going for a very big range of motion, just staying off of the floor, lifting just past your glutes. 3, 2, 1, now in and out. Don't lose that engagement of your posterior chain. So press the tops of the feet into the floor. Let those kneecaps lift back up again. 3, 2, 1. Now up and in. Pulsing and squeezing. Wow, these 3-pound weights are getting so heavy. Remember, you can always drop your weights, maybe switch to something a little bit lighter. Beautiful. Back to just that press up. Round 2. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, squeeze it in and out. Can you keep that chest lifted off of the floor? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and in, up and squeeze. Combo move. Oh my gosh, need to take a quick little break. Jump back in. Make sure you're still breathing. Find that one spot, focus your eyes, take the wrinkles out of your neck, come back to just your pulse. Last time through. 8 seconds left. Oh my gosh. 4, 3, 2, now squeeze it in. Engage that back. We got a Superman going. So we're working our back here while we're working those triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now up and down and in and out. You're amazing. You've got 10 seconds of work left to go. Oh my gosh. Finish strong for 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, we made it. Move those weights out of the way. Press yourself up. One last round of work to go, y'all. Get ready for those tricep push-ups. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word. Rotating plank, rotating is the word. And then elevator push-up. Once again, no breaks in between. Starts in 3, 2, 1. Last work of the day. I know you're starting to feel tired. I know I'm starting to feel tired, so I'm presuming you're starting to feel a little bit tired too. If you need to move a little bit slower, just keep moving. Find that rotational plank. Remember, if this rotation is not working for you, you can always stay down in your plank and just go for some opposite shoulder taps. You can stay down on your knees if you need to. If you can, press up onto your toes. Please do. 3, 2, 1. Elevator planks. Keep those glutes low. So belly pulled in nice and tight. I'm gonna drop to my knees. Things are a little sweaty here on my mat from those Supermans. Awesome, back to those tricep presses. Oh, wow. Gonna step it in so I can get a little deeper range of motion. Making sure I'm still focusing on the triceps. Come into that rotational plank or shoulder tap. Keeping that belly in tight. We got those abs working the whole time here. 3, 2, 1, elevator plank. Switching arms that come down each time. You're amazing. Less than 1 minute of work left to go. Back to those planks. I'm sorry, push-ups. Tricep push-ups. So arms close by your body, elbows directly behind you. Bringing that chest down first. 3, 2, into those rotational planks. Last 30 seconds of work today, right here, right now. Keep that belly pulled in. Keep those hips low. Come into your last elevator plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. Awesome. Come all the way down onto the floor. Take a moment. Go ahead. Make a little pillow with your hands. Bend your knees. Windshield wipe your feet. Relieve any tension that might have built up in your lower back from those planks. And let's come right into some awesome shoulder stretches. Little broken wing. All right, so extend your right arm out to the side. Keep your right hand palm in line with your shoulder and bring your left hand close to your chest. You're gonna roll over onto the right side of the body and bring your left foot up to just find a little bit of support. You can relax your head down on the floor. You can even reach your left hand behind you, bringing your chest a little bit more into this stretch. The more that you roll over towards this right arm, the more you're gonna stretch out that right shoulder. All right, if you extended your left hand behind you, bring your left hand back down towards the floor. I want you to walk it away from you as much as possible. If you have your knee pointed up towards the ceiling, your knee can even start to fall out in the same direction as that right hand, bringing the stretch more throughout your back. And change. Gently roll over onto your belly. Extend that right arm behind you. Bring your left hand in to help you roll over and come into this big stretch. Oh my, throughout the left arm. Let's reach that right arm behind us. Having my knee up towards the ceiling. Maybe it's just because I'm super tight, but I feel a nice little stretch happening in those legs as well, in my glute. And let's change, bring that right hand back down to the floor, walk it away from you as much as possible, coming into a little bit of a spine twist and stretch. If you can, allowing that right knee to fall towards your left hand. Great work. Change. Roll back over onto your bellies. Take a moment, bring your hands close towards your chest. Press yourself up. Give yourself a little mini cobra flow. Chin tucks towards your chest. Lift. Slowly lower down. 2 more times. Now we're going to press ourselves up and back and come into a nice child's pose. Open those knees nice and wide. Send your hips back towards your heels. Keep those hands as far in front of you as feels good on your shoulders. If your shoulders are done for the day, that's fine. You can always bend your arms or bring your hands close by your side. Let's get one nice little stretch in on those legs. So press yourself up into tabletop. Go ahead, bring your left leg forward. Walk it forward just a little bit, hands at your hips. We're just gonna shift the weight in 2 different directions. So a nice little hip opener, finding a nice stretch on those inner outer thighs a little as well. And then as you're ready, you're gonna shift the weight back. I want you to keep that chest lifted though, finding the big stretch along the back of your left leg. If you want, you can even flex your toes to your face. Bring those toes back down, shift the weight forward one more time. Back once more. And then switch, opposite leg. So grounding that foot to the floor, hinging forward, coming into your nice hip opener. Stretching it back. Nice stretch on the back of the legs. One more time forward. Last time back. Beautiful, let's come to standing. Take a deep inhale, stretch those arms up. Exhale, forward fold, one more big stretch on the back of those legs. Bend one knee and then the other. Shake your head yes and no and left and right. Sandwich that belly on your thighs. Just shake those glutes out just a little bit. That's all the time that we have for today, y'all. I hope that you had a good time doing this Pilates inspired HIIT circuit. Let me know how you're feeling. If you have any questions or concerns, you know you can always reach out. It's not too late to sign up for our Gain Gratitude Challenge. If you're interested, comment below or email us at fitness@miter.org. And whatever you do, have a great rest of your day.